Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, one and all. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. As promised, we are back in Uldar. Again, pushing the main storyline ahead, because that seems like the thing to do at this moment. We need to talk to this chap, and I think this is, yeah, the guy whose name I've given up trying to pronounce correctly. We're trying to find out about the Askians, or Asians, however you pronounce it. The masked man. You are come on behalf of the Scions, of course. Yes, as we've already relayed to Lady Minfilia, there has been a sighting of this rogue near about eastern Thanalan. A brass blade stationed at High Bridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago. Oh shit. Slain by a marauding horde of Kikirin. It can be a cruel mistress. Indeed it can. Do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, High Bridge sees its fair share of travellers. Folk are always coming and going. Some among them may well have caught a glimpse of your targets. You would do well. You could do worse. Sorry. Than to speak with a merchant named Hihibaru. The fellow's always starved for customers, and he'd no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have coin or the mind to spend it. Well, I do have coin. I have slightly less coin because I bought some stuff from the market board thing, which I should have just gone and either collected myself. I can't even remember what it was now. I think it was some bait for fishing. Oh yeah, we've learned how to fish. For stuff that doesn't exist in water, which sounds a bit weird. But there was a certain type of fish that we needed to catch, and it was in the I can't remember what the desert's called now. It's in Thanalan. Anyway, we went to the desert and caught a fish in the sand, which was hilarious. My brain is not working at full capacity today. I am exhausted. Work was just a drudgery. So I am currently, on top of enjoying Final Fantasy XIV, I'm drinking Christmas flavoured coffee. Christmas pudding flavoured coffee specifically. And eating triple chocolate cookies because I can. I don't think we're going the right way. Where are we going? Oh, I think... yeah, Eastern Thanalan. Okay, no problem. Just need to go this way and then to the east. Again, forgetting that I have my mount. How could I forget you, Baxterionomon? I'm only just getting used to pronouncing your name, so hopefully get used to using you a bit more. So we need to go that way. Ooh, Forging the Spirit. That is a quest that we need to do for materia, if I'm not mistaken. I was just looking at that before, actually. Because I have some materia that I need to attach to my gear. And I wasn't sure how to do it, because I've not done it in a long time. So, yeah, I checked it out and asked some of the guys on the Novice Network. And they pointed me to that quest. Although I was under the impression you could only do it if you had a certain job level, but only in specific jobs. I think miner, blacksmith, no, not even miner, like blacksmith, armourer, all the ones I don't have, basically. The quest appears to be here, so we'll take it. There's 2 important quests. We'll do these before we head to our contact. Wishes to disseminate the secrets of materia creation. What would you say if I told you that inanimate objects can possess a soul? I'd say you were smoking crack. They can believe it or not, although the soul in question is not their own. That of their owner. Through faithful service, the arms and armour that we use come to hold our spiritual energy. Thus do we form a spirit bond with them. The spiritual energy can be drawn out and converted into materia, a special kind of crystal that can be attached to gear to enhance its properties. I'm well versed in the ways of materia extraction. If you wish to learn more about the process, it would be my pleasure to teach you. I'd love to know. Please tell me. I am. As this energy is derived from an individual's psyche, a volatile beast at the best of times, a degree of variance is to be expected in its production. In practice, this means you won't know the exact properties of a stone until you cradle it in your hand. Ah. Materia won't grant you much of anything on its own. Its power must be tapped, see? And this is achieved by melding it to gear. Know though that it takes the deft hands of a craftsman to meld materia. Okay. If you wish to remove materia from an item, highlight its icon and select retrieve materia. Thanks. So we can do that now, I guess. Yay! So we need a spirit bond with the gear that we're actually trying to... So as you can see on this one, spirit bond's 100%. It's not better than... I'm just going to double check that it's not better than what we're using. No, it's not. So we can safely extract materia from that one. Yum, 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 yum. What do we get? Piety materia 2. Okay. Oh, I thought I destroyed the item. It doesn't. That's fine. So we can do it on that one as well. We got Savage Aim materia from that one. Can't extract materia on that because the spirit bond is only 81%. We don't have any spirit bond on that. Or that. Did we even use these? What the hell is that? Oh, that's for an astrologian, which we are not one of. Okay. I think most of this stuff is going to be 0 spirit bond. Yeah, that's fine. What have we got in headwear? So the silver monocle, which we're not using. Da, 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 da. Heaven's Eye materia. Direct hit rate. Anything else with 100% spirit bond? We have the straw hat. Gatherer's what? Guerdon. So that gives us gathering +3. That'll be good for our jobs. Okay, that's everything in hats. So probably not going to spend too much more time doing this, as it is actually quite boring to watch. I mean, it's fine to... It's fine. I don't mind doing this, but it's not exactly going to make a fantastically entertaining video if this is all I'm doing. So we'll leave it there for now. Yes, so as I thought, we need... Damn it. So we need to level a job class like... What's I'm learning at? I wonder if if we level this to 19, I'm sure it must give us the option to do it, because that's a discipline of the hand. Is it? Yeah. Well, we'll come back and try it later on. We don't need it desperately at the moment, but it would be nice. Share news of his master's latest advance in the arcane art of materia manipulation. Have you ever found yourself in the unfortunate situation where your pockets were near to bursting with all manner of materia? Save the sort you want the most. What if there were a way to melt down a couple of pieces of materia that weren't availing you naught and mold them into a shiny new piece? Shifty making. Okay. Transmutation. Yeah, that sounds more technical. How's it all work, you ask? I could tell ye, but why ask the student when you can learn from the master? Okay, don't speak to me, speak to the boss. Yep. Uplander seeks knowings of shifty making, yes, and Uplander should make open ears to tongue flaps of mutamix, or whatever you call it. Process of shifty making is a big help use. First be taking 5 need not materia, yes, melty mix this one, mixy melt that one, squeeze and squash, and big eyes. 5 need not a reborn as 1 shiny nude. Okay. Yeah. So you can do the transmutation for me. So we don't need anything transmuting because, to be honest with you, I'd rather just be able to fix some of the stuff that I've already got to my equipment. Plus, I also don't think we've got that much materia. Got like 1, 2, 3, 4. So we do have 5. I'm not about to just use them all right now. Okay. Well, forget all that. Yes, we're going to Eastern Thanalan, not Western. Let's jump on the old mount. Yeah. Can we go through there? No. Yes, with Christmas rapidly approaching, I'm becoming very aware that I haven't done any Christmas shopping at all, and that does bother me. I don't know why, because Christmas shouldn't be a time of panicking over capitalist pursuits. It should be a time of enjoying yourself and being happy and spending it with family and loved one if that's what you want, which is what I want. But it's always in the back of my mind, oh god, I haven't bought presents, I haven't done this, I haven't done that. I do stress myself out, when in reality I imagine there's probably not that much emphasis on it. You know, if I arrived at where I'm going to be spending Christmas with, you know, little to no presents, I don't think anyone would really care that much. Except me. Anyway. Enough of my mourning. Ooh, gone the wrong way. Drink some more of this fantastic coffee, which does actually taste quite alcoholic, to be fair. So it's supposed to be Christmas pudding. It does taste like a Christmas pudding, but I think they just kind of went over the top with the brandy flavour. Welcome to Highbridge Adventurer. Whatever you seek, Hihibaru can provide it, probably. After a masked man? I'm not sure I have one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one of the many rumours I've heard. If you linger a while, mayhap you'll learn a thing or two, eh? Okay, just tell me everything you know, please. I already have some salmon pink dye from somewhere. When the Order of Nalthal began excavating the ruins below, I had hopes that Highbridge would turn into a bustling hub for pilgrims, but thanks to the nigh endless beastman raids, folk are too afraid to come within a mile of here. I sold everything I owned to get my venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. If things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Whining won't do me any good though. No, for my business to survive, I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares. Spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant. No, I'd rather you gave me coin actually. The masked man? I'll take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumours are all I've got. If you want to know about him, go and ask the other merchants. I will. You're absolutely useless. You there. Multiloquent merchant. I don't know what that word means. I have heard tell of the masked devil. Seems he's been appearing not only around Highbridge, but elsewhere about Thanalan too. Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince me he's more than a figment of the imagination, but little is known about him otherwise. Okay. You there. On the trail of a masked man? I have heard of him, but only in hushed tones and faint whispers. It said he wears a black hooded robe and looks right suspicious. I already know that. I gave you that description. Have fun. Impassive merchant. I'll sit and join him. We can sit and join him. Thou dost look very impassive, merchant. Looking backwards at him, I suppose, yeah. Have I seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't, nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters lurking about. Folk have been giving Highbridge a wide berth because of all the Kirin raids. None but the most devout pilgrims are willing to come here anymore. Oh. And now I suppose I go back to the merchant who told me he knows nothing, nor does he care to know anything. That seems perfectly logical. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use. No, I didn't. Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier. It's just that things are tough for us merchants at the moment. The Kikirin raids, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, are so constant, so organised, we're beginning to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. Promise to keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. Do you know anything? I've finally got some honest-to-God's information on your masked man. Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own two eyes, literally since we last spoke. I was out for an evening stroll, minding my own business, when I noticed a column of smoke rising from a cliff over at Thal's Respite. Curious, I took myself there to find a masked man. Your masked man, I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. As if in answer, some Kikirin appeared soon after, and the group began talking at length. I'm afraid I was too far out of earshot to hear much of anything. After the group had dispersed, an idea came to me. If you were to use this smouldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. Be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than match for a pack of rats. So what do you think? That's some sound, reliable information, even if I do say so myself. Well worth all the lingering about you've been doing, wouldn't you say? Yes, and I'm not paying you a gill. Right. Come, Baxterion on. Evil deeds await. How's it all going? Having fun? Wow. Could join in that fight, you know. Lend a hand. Have important business to be about. Oh, there's another one happening up here as well. If this is a higher level, I might... Nah. Nah. Destination. No, damn it. Huzzah. What's that? Smouldering coal. Set fire to this rock. Sense a hostile presence. Oh, hello. Corpse Brigade, eh? Is that it? Okay, back we go. This is a very run around sort of quest. Mind you, having said that, I am level 49 now, so the level that I was supposed to do that fight at was probably a bit more matched, a bit more even. Yeah, what level should I be doing this at? 25. So actually nearly half of the level that we are at the moment. Oh, that's cool. Oh, retainers as well. I haven't checked on my retainer level recently. I don't think it's level 20 yet. Or should I say, I don't think she is level 20 yet. Probably something like level 13, 14, 15. Back so soon? Yes. I found this, apparently. Paper ward inscribed with a prayer to the patron deity of Alamigo. Ralgar. Gasp. This scroll, it bears a prayer to Ralgar, Destroyer. In case you're unfamiliar, Ralgar is the guardian deity of Alamigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It's highly uncommon for folk of other nations to revere him. I'd wager my last guild that your assailant was Alamigo. It seems this masked man of yours is very well connected, I must confess. The merchant in me envies such a diverse network of contacts. That self-same merchant also senses danger ahead, and darkness besides. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at Highbridge? Absolutely not. Look at the weather. It's terrible. Oh, yes, I remember. The Alamigan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected to your masked man of mystery. So it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head towards little Alamigo over in southern Thanalan. Just so you know what to expect, the settlement is the settlement is the favoured destination for those refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to life in Uldar. Criminals, I guess. Parts of the denizens are said to be as barren as the wasteland they live in. For all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place. Be prepared for a not-so-warm welcome. I'm not certain how much help she will be, but it just so happens I have a daughter who has relocated to Little Alamigo. Her name is Hihira. It shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. Okay? While you have her attention, I'd be obliged if you could send my love. Oh, a day goes by that I don't think of her. Suppose this is it then. I'd hoped you would linger here a while, kill some fiends, spend some coin, what have you. Something tells me you're destined for greater things. Wherever it is you end up, I wish you the best. Do you know what, Hihibaru? You're not so bad after all. I gave you a hard time at first, but I take it back. Right, to southern Thanalan. Never knew it rained so hard in the desert. Try to think if there's anything else that's happened since we last recorded. Got a new ring, Black Pearl ring. I think I mentioned I've got fresh gear. I don't think I mentioned the new book of the Zen Mail, which I got by doing. Oh, we've got a new dungeon. Might do a run of the Aurum Vale. Oh, gone completely the wrong way. Yeah, we'll do some of the... We'll do what we said we were going to do at the start of the episode, which is carry on the main quest a little bit. And then if we've got time in this episode, we might do a dungeon run as well. Because no doubt that will garner us some fresh gear. Don't mind me, coming through. Broken water. So we are heading... Oh yeah. We are heading into the lair of the bandits. I don't actually know if they're bandits or not. I have done some missions in here, but as they were grindy quests, I didn't really pay that much attention to them. That's something I do feel a little bad about as well. Some of the less important, less story-based quests I've just kind of been like, yeah, click, 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 click. Just want the experience, move on. Which is not a good way to play these types of games. Well, it isn't in my opinion, that's a subjective thing to say, but for me, I kind of feel guilty whenever I don't glean every line of dialogue out of an interaction. That's the single player story based gamer in me. Have we got any new mail? I think it notifies us if we do, but I'm gonna check anyway. No. Still got my Tantalus vest and my strife outfit to pick up. Don't want them in my inventory just yet though. Ooh, what levies have we got here that we can do? Probably not very high level ones. Yeah, 25. We do need some more benches though, so we're probably going to have to do some more of those soon. As we're sending our retainers out quite regularly. Right. Ooh, hello. Why, yes, Baru is my father. He said, what? Sigh. I wish I could be a better daughter to him. It's just that... Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't bother you with family matters. But I'm grateful to you for delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? Asked man. I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells. One of the others here may have seen something. I'd recommend you first speak with Gundabald, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders. That's alright, it's not exactly been my day for warm welcomes. Hi. Love the moustache. Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. I'm the clown you ordered, don't you remember? Looking for a masked villain, you say? And why should we help you, pray? We struggle enough without having to answer to the whim of every outsider. You are not welcome here. Be gone. Yet still somehow managed to be furnished with 1,500 gil and 8,000 experience. He was mean to me, Ihara. It's your fault. Friend, hear my plea. As you had no doubt observed, many poor souls in this camp suffer from afflictions most grievous. Indeed, it is to deliver them succour that I have made the journey here from Uldar. And yet I fear my efforts thus far have been for naught. The residents are most distrustful of outsiders, particularly those hailing from Uldar. They look upon my medicine as if it were poison. Were an adventurer such as yourself to deliver the elixir, perhaps they would be willing to accept it. I will go in your stead. Because that seems to be the only way to move things forward. And maybe Gundabald will trust me. My throat, it burns. Cut down on smoking, mate. Medicine, you say? Bah, cough. I'd sooner drink sandworm piss than that old ass swift. Okay, that can be arranged. In fact, I think the medicine that she's given me is made out of cactuar piss, isn't it? Yeah. Well, it doesn't say that it is, but I'm pretty sure that's part of the quest. Oh, your main story guy. Never mind. We'll do this mission first. Any more sick people? You. Can't breathe. Ah, another phony elixir cooked up by those old quacks. Be gone from my sight. Yep, screw you. What is it, outsider? Come to mock us in our suffering? Go ahead and laugh. Laugh to your heart's content. Spit. That's what I think of you outsiders and your medicine. I'd rather die with dignity than owe my life to Uldar. Well, may your pride comfort you in your final hours, you tosspot. I'd be a terrible doctor. Well, they didn't want your medicine. Sorry. No luck, I see. Take heart, friend. You did what you could. Age-old wounds are not healed so easily, but I must not give up this cause. I'll take the eaters, please. Wonders if there might be another remedy. Yes, there will. After giving the matter some thought, it struck me that perhaps it is not me the refugees so distrust, but rather the medicine itself. The Alamegans are wary of outsiders, this is true, and yet I suspect it is the thought of ingesting an alchemical concoction of Uldan make that frightens them most of all. The naive girl's wishful thinking, perhaps, but it's the only hope I have. There is a kindly old refugee by the name of Alfan, the only one thus far to accept my treatment. Might you speak with him and ask if there is any truth to my theory? Well, could you not speak to him and say, look, you're one of us. The medicine is not poison. Talk some sense into these Philistines. You. People respect old people, don't they? You look old-ish. Hail there, young one. What brings one as hale and hearty as yourself to this god's forsaken place? Ah, Hihira. Hihira. I can't pronounce the name. In my years, I've seen many an outsider come and go, but none quite like that girl. I don't begrudge me countrymen the judgments, of course. Gods know they've seen Uldar at its worst. But it's clear even to me clouded old eyes that the girl means well. And I can't bring myself to scorn her good intentions. But forgive me, you were asking about medicine, were you not? We Alamegans aren't much for alchemy. We've got our fair share of remedies passed down through the years. Steep the fruit of a sabatender in hot water, for instance, and you got a tea that'll soothe the worst of fevers. Call it an old man's hunch, but I have a feeling even the most stubborn of me countrymen would gladly throw down a cup of cactus tea, even if it were the old lass who did the brewing. I've got good news. They'll drink cactus piss. We're saved. Or they're saved. Oh, okay. So we don't actually have to tell her about it, just go and collect it. Out of my way. I need your juices. Not those big ones, just the little ones, it seems. I love the way they walk. The tiny little legs. One more. Let's have a look at these fruits. Not to be confused with cactuar fruit, which, while similar in colour, flavour, shape, texture, toxicity, hardness and rarity, is nothing like its Sabatender counterpart. Interesting. Got the fruit. Yeah, so it's not cactuar piss. I don't know where I got that idea from. Maybe that's a different quest. Sticks in my mind, though. A traditional Alamegan remedy made from steeping the fruit of a Sabatender in hot water. Why, I had no idea. I owe Alphen my gratitude. I certainly do. One, 2, 3 cups of cactus tea. Oh, I do hope I've not overbrewed this. Please, friend, deliver the tea to the suffering refugees. Roger that. You, have some tea. I told you you'd sooner drink. Yeah, I know. Prickly patience. To make cactus tea, Sabatender fruit is dried, ground into a fine powder, and then left to sit full night under Menfina's gaze to frighten away the spirit of the Sabatender that dwelled inside the seeds. Powder is then added to boiling water and stirred until a foam forms upon the water surface. The foam is given to break the fever. The remaining liquid discarded under a rock found to the north of the patient. The hell? It's that cactus tea I smell. I'll stop dawdling and hand it over. Can't you see I'm suffering here? Yep, I absolutely can. Don't even know why I care. I really wish my hat made jingly noises. Not least of all because that would make it sound much more Christmassy. Did I mention it's nearly Christmas? If you tell the old damn wench that I'll have none of her foul alchemy. We don't have foul alchemy, we just have tea. Just tea, thank you. Cactus tea. Just like my dear mum used to brew it. I don't know where you came by this, but you're a godsend. And you. Old Alphen's recipe, no doubt. I'll drink it, but if the old Anne girl thinks a cup of tea can heal years of suffering, she'd best think again. I very much doubt she does think that. She just wants to make you better. Because she's a kinder, more patient soul than I am. I'd have just left you to die. Again, would make a terrible doctor. Alright, I've done it. They're alive. They truly drank it. This is what she like, oh, they really drank it. Jesus. Oh, I've waited for this day. Even I am not so foolish as to think that I've earned the trust of all the refugees, but on the long road to peace and understanding, even the smallest step matters. We've got some yellow dye. Right. Don't think there's any other little quests to do. No. Let's go and talk to big quest guy. What's his name? Giselbert. Ooh. All of it's rubbish, except for that. Well met, adventurer. I am Giselbert, head of security here at Little Alamigo. I heard tell that you had business with Gundabald. Knowing the bristly old bear, I don't doubt he told you to bugger off. Yes, he did. Owing to the hardships, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men and I can get so much as a word of thanks out of them, despite watching the place day and night. Thanks or no, I try to help my fellow man where I can, and you seem a decent sort. If you tell me what's brought you here, might be as I can lend a hand. On the trail of a masked villain, you say? Can't say that sounds familiar, but I have men on lookout for a Malja to the south of here. If there's been any suspicious activity, they are like to have seen it. I had a mind to take each of them a cup of sweet Thanalan tea, and so as to lift the spirits. If you were to run this little errand in my stead, they'd be all the more willing to tell you what they know. More tea. I've become the tea boy. Very well. It does make me laugh sometimes in games like this, the disparity between, you know, the types of quests that you go on. One minute you're delivering tea to soldiers, the next minute you're fighting primal forces beyond comprehension. It can be quite hilarious sometimes. Who the hell's you? Trying to conserve NG here, so leave me alone. I brought you some tea. So that's a piping hot infusion of freshly pickled young Thanalan tea leaves mixed with a rich algoat cream and a generous spoonful of golden cactuar flower honey. That sounds delicious. Here you go, I'm very jealous. Well, ain't you considerate? Thanks, friend. What's that, a masked villain hiding among the refugees like us not? Compatriots as live here go about as though they're dead on their feet. It is near impossible to tell what's on their minds. For all I know, they're all up to no good. That's right, healthy paranoia. It's what happens when you don't get your tea. You there? You Malja? No? Then carry on. I have some tea for you. Ah, this sophisticated aroma. It's been forever since I've had a drop of sweet Thanalan. I'm going to enjoy this. You enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy my coffee. What? A masked man? Don't know, don't care. Unless he's got dark scaly skin, stands 10 forms tall, and has the face of a lizard, then I don't give a mummer's fart. Love it. I do suspect that some of this dialogue was written by English people. It does seem very that way inclined. Shoo shoo, don't bother me. If the Amalja overrun us, I'm blaming you. Would some tea change your mind? For me, you shouldn't have. Sorry, a suspicious masked man. As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. I couldn't quite make out whether it was a man or not, the mask and the robe. But assuming it was a he was talking with some Alamegans. I assumed he was one of them. Oh, he's conspiring. Back to the cave. So yes, I know I've mentioned a Gold Saucer episode a couple of times. It's coming. I will do it at some point. Exactly when, I do not know. But I will. There are also some good things to be got from there, gear-wise. My Mikate character had a decent Sabatender bow he got from the Gold Saucer, which was quite cool actually. It lit up and everything. Ah, you're back. So did my lookouts have aught to share with you? That doesn't sound like much to go by. If you're to get any further in your investigation, seems to me you'll need the cooperation of the Alamegans. This you'll need to win their trust. And that won't be an easy task. No, apparently not. All of this looks rubbish. Yes, absolute crap. So you're determined to press on with your investigation, then I have some advice to offer. As I said before, you won't get far without the Alamegans' trust, and the best way to win that trust is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect, to vouch for you. Coin does the talking in Uldar, but the Alamegans are bound by something far stronger, if not as tangible. Common purpose. That purpose is, of course, the liberation of their home from the Garleans. Gundobald belongs to the Alamegan resistance, so your best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start by asking them. Do I know any well-connected people? Minfilia. Return to Vesper Bay in West Thanalan and consult with Minfilia. The Baking Sands. So we need another... Oh, we got some more of those, didn't we? Yes. Combine those. And we'll take one. And away we go. So it was noted in the chat just after I logged in that the queue times are getting shorter and shorter, which is nice. There were about 4,000 people waiting when I logged in at about 9, half 9. And I also logged in this morning around about 8, 9 o'clock-ish and got in pretty much straight away, so that was nice. It seems as though the congestion's starting to clear at least a little bit, which is great news. I wasn't actually going to do an episode this evening, but since I got in so quickly I thought, hell, I might as well. Welcome back, Geico. How fares the investigation? You see, given all that they've suffered, it's of little wonder the Alamegan refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. They've had their homeland taken from them, for the past 2 decades have had to see it remain in the enemy's clutches. To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in all those who were displaced. As a result, a great many Alamegans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. Sigh. Would that more could be done to ease their hardship? I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. But let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens there is an Alamegan native among the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce him to you. Well, that's fortuitous. Who is it? Your Alamegan comrade is named Haribert. He joined our cause in the hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no effort towards that endeavour, I have no doubt they would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Haribert is currently between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area. I shall do just that. There he is. Looking stylish. It isn't Geico Kujin, the Scion's rising star. Is there aught I can do for you? Yes. Yes, there is. You wish to win the trust of the people of Little Alamigo. That's a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen. I would like nothing more than to help, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the Alamegan resistance, you see, but I left in favour of joining the Scions. And these very cool sunglasses. Though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same, the liberation of Alamigo. Yet whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades and they'll have nothing to do with me. Now while I have no more friends in the resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albreda. She is a resident of Quarrymill. Say my name when you meet her and she won't lead you astray. Thanks, Quarrymill's in the bloody forest. Let's just teleport. 413 gil. I mean, it's not an exorbitant amount of money, but if you keep doing that all the time, I imagine it all adds up. Greetings. There she is. Have I fished here before? I don't believe I have. I think I've also got the wrong bait selected. Yeah, live bait for June fishing. Ocean fishing, freshwater fishing, honeyworm. Let's see what's in the waters around Quarry Mill. Oh yeah, we've got a new fishing tunic. Ew. Big catch. Is it? No, not really. Fairy bass. Pretty standard. Hello, Albreda. Huh? You want me to introduce you to the Resistance? Ah, why the hell should I do that? Give me just one reason. This man's name. Haribert sent you? Grr, that worthless whoreson. He abandoned his comrades, his woman. Now he has the gall to ask me for a favour. Were you his woman, by any chance? I realise Haribert was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man. And if he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. You see that bloke there? That's Mefrid, captain of the Resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. Thanks. Ooh. I say... What have we in here? Probably nothing any good. I guess it was one of these, probably that. Useless. I'm Mefrid. Oh, I think this is the quest where one of his men's not well, yeah. And he went out to fight, he's got a fever or something, I don't know. I'm Mefrid, a proud man of the Alamegan Resistance. What business do you have with me? Captain, it's Galleon, sir. His wound's gone infested and he's burning up. I don't think he's got much time. God damn it. I asked the villagers for aid, got on my knees and begged, but they refused to lift a finger. Yeah, do you know what? It's really weird. I went and asked for aid from your people and they did bugger all. Funny how that goes around, isn't it? These Quarry Mill cravens would turn a blind eye to our plight. But they might listen to our Breda. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightly convincing anyone at the moment. I realise we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try. See, I'm going to agree, because I'm not a dick like you people. Your fantastical leader told me to bugger off straight off the bat. One of Mefrid's in bad shape, you say? I'm sorry, but there's naught I can do. I want to help, truly I do. They're my countrymen after all, but that of me going against the elements will. Been at Quarry Mill long enough to know how right terrible the beings can be. I couldn't forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. If there's anyone who can help you, it'd be Charlene, the hamlet's resident Hera. Hera or Healer? If you take the matter to her, might be she'll listen. No, I wouldn't get my hopes up. No, I'm learning not to get my hopes up in regards to anything. Oh, that's adorable. Look at that. Where do I get me a baby brachiosaur? You wish to aid the Alamegans? You're possessed of a kind heart, adventurer, but I'm afraid I have not the authority to grant your wish. This authority belongs only to the elementals, eternal guardians of Twelveswood. All outsiders, be they babes at breast or men grown, are judged of a night whether they may have a place beneath the boughs. Alas, the Alamegans' petition has been denied. Harsh though it may seem, they do not have leave to receive the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since time immemorial. Never shall it be. Well, sorry. You heard the woman. That's how it's to be then. Bloody hero might as well kill Galian herself. Galian. Spit on the elementals and spit on their bloody will. I cannot wait until the resistance is free of this place. Useless. I led my men to Quarry Mill hoping to find refuge. Instead we found indifference. Cold-blooded bastards here want us out, and I can't oblige them soon enough. The problem is, some of mine aren't fit to travel. Hell's Galian can't even stand. As you well know, the people of this accursed hamlet won't help us, so I've no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. My homeland, Long Antelope Horn, is a traditional remedy with poison purging properties. To bring you safe 4 horns, I'd be forever in your debt. Wherever you say. Hey, fancy ride. Okay. Have I got my... No. So, Long Antelope. One, 2, 3. And 4. Back we go. Where you at? Ooh. Look, here, put your horns. Yeah, I don't care. Talking to him. Ah, you're back. Ooh. This particular specimen is almost twice as long as a normal horn. How it grew to this size in a single season is baffling. Magic. Or aliens. You're a godsend, adventurer. Praise Ralga. There's at least one man in this place who gives a damn. Yeah. You wouldn't happen to know a man named Buscaron, would you? Yes, I do. Comrades of mine told me about him once. They said he never turns away folk in need, no matter where they're from. Seeing as he runs a tavern, he's like to have the tools to make the medicine. I'd be grateful if you could take the horns over to him to have them ground down. Let's then bring the powder back. All running around. That chocobo's got a hat. If I remember correctly, it was around this area that I got my bard missions on my old character. I really want my next summoner missions as well, which again is part of the reason that I'm doing the main quest. Geico. Ever a sight for sore eyes? How fares the adventuring? Rolling in the coin like there's no tomorrow, no doubt. You've got something to show me. Yes. Have a look at my long horn. Ha ha ha. Well, these look like good old antelope horns. Need them ground down to make medicine, you say? Here's a better idea. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. No stranger to the remedy. An Alamegan friend once used it to treat my festering wound years and years ago. Safe to say, he saved my life. What's that? This is for an Alamegan soldier. In Quarry Mill. So it comes full circle. I hope it helps the poor sod, as needs it. Don't worry, you little head, about payment. I still owe you a deal more than you owe me. Quite true. What are you doing? That's a lot of empty bottles. Why? Do you need help, sir? Can I help you in any way? Right. Back to Quarry Mill. Okay, back again. I'm quite tempted to do some of these that progressive dungeon mission. Progressive? Not the word I was looking for. Procedurally generated is the word I was looking for. Words. It's well to see you've returned. Have you the medicine? I do. If one is to believe Buscaron, this sour-smelling paste from Alamigo will stop a wound from festering. Good. God bless you, adventurer. Hopefully this will allow the captain to rest easier. It's been a terrible burden on him trying to keep every man alive. You've done us a great kindness. That's a lot of experience. Now what? Skin moccasins. Oh crap. Adventurer, Galleon has gone missing. He's nowhere to be found. He shouldn't be walking about, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his condition's like to deteriorate to where it was before, or worse. We need you to help us find him, and quickly. Start by asking Albreda. Did you see a man that these people didn't see from all the way over there? Ah, finally. It's about time he came asking about Galleon. I watched him leave Quarry Mill some time ago. He left me this sealed letter before he went. My brothers, I cannot bear to be a burden any longer. That is why I must leave you all. Do not worry for me. Just find your way safely to Little Alamigo. Blast it. The love Galleon bears for his brothers is so strong, he's willing to sacrifice himself for them. Make no mistake, entering the wood in his weakened state is suicide. Okay. He's gone to kill himself. Out in the wilds, alone? Fool. My men and I will scour the wood for Galleon. Please help us find him before something terrible happens. Kidoki. Me and Baxterionomon will go look for him. Now, if I was a... Oh, I was about to say, if I was a fever-addled captain, where would I be? Watch out, a goblin. Oh no, a goblin. Absolutely terrifying. He's had a few. Galleon. Captain, but why? You should all be on your way. Who do you take us for? We're Alamegans, and Alamegans never forsake one another. Hardships be damned. Remember the oath we swore, goddamn it. The oath to reclaim our homeland. will set foot on Alamegan soil again together, or not at all. Do you understand? Yes. Good. Let's return to our brothers, and don't even think that you'll get off lightly. As soon as you heal, they'll give you such a thorough thrashing, I wish we didn't find you. Wow, that sounds like a incentive to get better. Can't thank you enough for saving Galleon. I'll see you back at Quarry Mill. Briefly, yes. Certainly done a lot of backwards and forwards on this mission. You there. Galleon's expected to make a full recovery. We'll linger here till he's strong enough to take the road again. As much as I mislike the place, beggars can't be choosers. No, correct. Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall you wanted something of me. You've proven a true friend to my people. Ask of me anything and it's yours, so long as it's mine to give. The cooperation of the people of Little Alamigo, that's all. Far be it from me to question your desires, of course. Very well. I'll provide you with a letter to show to Gundobald. The old bear was my mentor when I first joined the Resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I've no doubt he will do all in his power to aid you. You better bloody had do. Right. Let's teleport back to Little Alamigo. Zoom. And go and see Gundobald. Hopefully he's in a more agreeable mood. Hello. Why have you returned? You are not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. Yeah, but I've spoken to one of your chaps, and he insists to the contrary. Spoke with Meffred. It's been so long since I last heard from him. I'd feared him dead. Twelve be praised. Whoever you are, Meffred sees you as a friend, and any friend of Meffred is a friend of mine. I know of this masked stranger you seek, and will tell you what I can. You're an absolute champion, Gundobald. An outsider resembling your masked stranger has reportedly been appearing near Little Alamigo of late. What's more, it seems some of our young bloods are meeting with him in secret. No doubt you'll want to question them about their trysts. They're not like to yield the information readily to an outsider. You tell them I sent you, though, they may well feel obliged to talk. Let's find out. Hello, Waldhar. Masked man? No idea what you're talking about. I ain't done nothing wrong, so leave me be. Helpful. Adelind. Gundobald sent you. Listen, I told them it was a bad idea. All that tripe about believing the masked man, and oh, you don't know anything about this. Why didn't you say so to start with? You can't throw the old bear's name around like that and expect me not to think I'm in for it. Well, you will be if I find out you've been speaking to people you shouldn't be speaking to. Burn this entire place down around your ears. Quickly now, quickly. Who else do I need to speak to? Oh, they're downstairs. Yes. What? Have I been meeting any masked men lately? Let's see. Nope, can't say I have. But I'll be sure to tell all my friends you're looking for him. I don't think you have any friends. Not even that guy doing press-ups next to you. Tailbot. There's a bunch been skulking around, about right suspicious like, but I've got nothing to do with them. I know trouble when I see it. That there's trouble. Mark me words. Well, you sound like the most sensible person here, Tailbot. I know it's probably Talabot or Talabot, but I prefer Tailbot. Makes him sound like a robot with a yarn to tell. And that concept tickles me pink. So I've spoken to your band of merry men and women. So you have indeed confirmed my suspicions about a masked man. It's most troubling. Whatever the young ones are scheming, it can lead to no good end. There's an anger inside them. I can see it in their eyes. I ought to know, for it once burned within me as well. I don't think you're the most placid of people I've ever met. 2 decades ago, the same anger drove me and my brothers to rise against the despot who ruled Alamigo. Naught would do but to dispose him and usher in a revolution. Well, we got our revolution all right, but it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we didn't realise that we'd been dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late. Alamigo had fallen. There are times when a man must be patient. Now is such a time, though the young ones know this not. Unless we intervene, they are like to commit great folly. If you learn aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me. Okay. Spine drops. Ooh, I'll take some spine drops. You. Is that... No, it can't be. No, it's not. Hey, adventurer. You on talking with the old bear? For now, yes. I've got a message for you from Wilred. Lad's something of a leader among the young ones here. He's impressed that you've won over Gundobald and wants a word with you. Says he'll be waiting over at the craggy area north of here. Sounds like a trap to me. I'll go out this way. World Star Hip Hop. Great name. Let's go around the mountain. I always end up coming out the wrong exit in this place. Are we near? This must be on the other side of this rock. Oh, there you are. Wilred. Thanks for coming, friend. 'Tis no ordinary outsider who can gain the trust of the old bear. Many people refer to him as the old bear. I wonder if he even likes that title. That's why I wanted to meet you, to discuss something in private. Tell me, why are you snooping about? The Empire send you? Someone else? Cool, got your tongue? No matter. Whoever it is you work for, your meddling ends here. Get him. Oh, you foolish, foolish children. You were saying? I won't let you follow our plan. You're stronger than you look. This changes nothing. Threaten us, beat us bloody all you like, but nothing short of death can make us give up our fight. We're going to obtain the power to bring down the Empire, and with it, we'll reclaim our homeland. He scampers off into the night, or day, like an absolute coward. Excuse me. I'm trying to remember where this story arc leads. Because we're not fighting any of the primals in Thanalan. I don't think. Attacked by Wilred and his cronies, they would go to such lengths for the sake of this plan of theirs. Left to their own devices, the young fools are like to harm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. Agreed. More rubbish. Perhaps you've heard of the Corpse Brigade, a nasty band of brigands that's been terrorising these parts of late, smuggling, thievery, cold-blooded murder of innocents. If you see any signs of foul play in these parts, like as not the corpses are behind it. Like nothing more than to march into their hideout to the northeast and teach them a lesson. Blah, 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 blah. What do you want? High potion, Ether Sleep. So we're taking out the rebellious youngsters as well. Wilred mentioned obtaining the power to bring down the Empire. What power could he be speaking? Underbold. Gods preserve. What happened? I was out foraging when the Corpse Brigade came. They took me to the hideout and they... Oh wow, they laughed at me. Oh dear. Said I'd suffer because I cling on to hope. Is it wrong to dream of home? Is it wrong to call ourselves Alamegans? Do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustain us. Be strong. I swear to you, those villains will answer for the crimes in due time. Tell me, does anyone else know of this? Wilred, he saw me outside. He was so angry. I must tend to Bertolina. Bertoliana? In the meantime, I need you to find out what the young ones make of this. I imagine they're furious and are going to cause significant violence. Can't say I blame them. Map of Zanrak. Oh, okay, so this is all evidence to point to what they're doing. Anything else around here? What's behind here? Nothing. I think there's like a dagger and something else we're meant to pick up. Oh, there's 5 things we're meant to pick up, so obviously wasn't just that. Oh, some of it might just be speaking to them. There's the knife. Riled lass. What those animals did to Bertoliana is unforgivable, and to think they looked down on us, well, I'll suffer this humiliation no more. I'm with Wilred to the bitter end. Afraid of a few lizards. Okay. I admire the spirit, but I think maybe a more measured approach to this is response. Excuse me. Ah, and here's the other 2 things. People. If this plan succeeds, we'll have the power to lay the Empire low, to change the world for the better. Might be as Gundabald's content to eke out an existence in this musty old cave, but I'll be damned if I'm going to spend the rest of my life here. Where in the 7 hells did I put that bloody map? I think I might have found it. Just got a cramp in my leg, that was incredibly painful. Almighty Ralga, Lord of Destruction, we implore you, lend us your strength and put an end to the suffering of your people. Here to interfere again? Well, you're too late. Our plan is already in motion. So we have the crystals. Our enemies will pay for their crimes, and no one will dare oppress us ever again. So crystals, eh? That's never a good sign. That generally means primals. You're planning on summoning Ifrit again. I had to spank him down like I did last time. This way. I think I know what they're doing. I'm back. Gone, the whole lot of them. Then it's as I feared. They mean to take matters into their own hands. But what exactly is it they mean to do? Well, here's a knife, and here's a map. What's this? A hunting knife and a map of Zanrak. Wait, you said Wilred spoke of crystals, did you not? But they couldn't possibly mean to. By the gods, this is rank madness. The young fools are untrained and unblooded. All. They have no notion of how dangerous the Amalja are. They'll be butchered before they get within 100 yards of the crystals. They're headed east. If we hurry, we may yet find them before it's too late. Yes, indeed. Let's just go out the nearest door. Are these Corpse Brigades? Oh no. They are 2 players. I apologise. Okay, I need to quickly pee. I'll be right back. I have returned. That's one of the problems with drinking coffee is it unfortunately makes you need to pee a lot. And I find myself drinking pretty much nothing but coffee recently, which probably isn't very good for me. I should probably drink more water, but I've also noticed that these are part of our hunting log, so I'm going to take some of these out before we do what I can faintly remember is a duty. Basically, Gundabald comes to help us fight some Amalja who the youngsters have foolishly decided to take on this side of the bridge. I don't think these guys should attack us. We're too high level. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Never mind. Just quite happily carrying on a conversation by himself, by the looks of things. Did you see that? Did you indeed see that? Okay. Look, this person suffered damage. Be healed. Wilred, did no others survive? This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We were going to reclaim our homeland. Pull yourself together, lad. We were going to make an offering of crystals to Ralga to summon him, just like the masked man taught us. Plotted to sneak into Zanrak and make off with the lizard men's cash. They caught us and so many dead. Gods forgive me. Heathens should pay for your crimes with your swords. That's how lizard men talk, apparently. Look at the size of that necklace. I regret our young ones' transgressions, but a soul is too high a price for youthful folly. For all their failings, they are the hope of the Alamegan people. This hope I will guard with my life. And I suppose I'll join in as well. Don't really have a horse in this fight, but I suppose we should just focus on the big guy. Why do you want me to stay close to it? I don't understand the request. Oh. Oh. Okay. Something happened there. Did he die? Yes, we've seen this before. Okay, I guess that's what he meant by stay close to him. Right, oh, I guess I'll just focus on taking this guy out then. Protect him and defeat the... He didn't look as though he was going to die. Oh, it was Wilred. He was the one that we needed to protect. Do we not have a healer who's capable of healing the lad? He's going to die again. There we go. Battle Drake, eh? I think that's the last of them. Your skill at arms is impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youths could learn much from a man like you. I'm not here to teach. The battle's won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let's return to Little Alamigo. Wait, we've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They're right there, ripe for the picking. We learn nothing, Wilred. Do you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate such is the fate of those who are touched by a god. Is that what you desire for yourself and your friends? What? No one said anything about... The masked man told us we could defeat the Empire if we summoned Ralga. He swore. Enough. I will hear the rest of this sorry tale back in Little Alamigo. I dare say Geico will wish to hear it as well. Not particularly, but If you're going to tell it, I'll stick around. Yum-de-dum-de-dum. Oh, we had another mission to do as well. We might as well finish that before we turn the main quest in. Let it never be said, I am not a thorough adventurer. Oh God, it's all the way over here. Hello. Quite a few people about today. Oi oi. Corpse Brigade. That's quite a few. Take out the spell chuckers first. Doing damage. Ah, yeah. Right. Cool. No. I'm sure I keep going the long way around, but hey ho. Build your Corpse Brigades. Thank you outside of your victory is already the talk of the town. I would hardly call this a town. That may not mark the end of the Corpse Brigade, but at least now they know we're not afraid to fight back. To think these men and women were once my countrymen. Do they know no shame? Back in the heyday of Alamigo, the Corpse Brigade served our nation with pride and honour. It saddens me to see what they've become. I would slay them down to the last if it would ensure they besmirch our homeland's name no more. Very zealous of you. No more lies, Wilred. Tell us everything. I was outside with the others when he appeared, the masked stranger. He told us about summoning Ralga, about using crystals, and then just vanished. We never saw him again. I wanted so desperately to believe that we could raise ourselves from this squalor that I never stopped to question his motives. I should have known. There's no solution, nothing we can do to change our lot. Our people are doomed to live and die like beasts. Listen to me, Wilred. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Alamigo lives on within us all. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy. Whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventurer, an outsider. Yes. Thank you for saving me, and sorry I tried to kill you. My thanks as well, friend. It gives us hope to know there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Alamigo may not have much in the way of comfort, but you will always be welcome here. I plan to leave as soon as I can. Gundabald wants to wish you well on your investigation. Lentils and chestnuts. What else does it do? perception. Would that we had more information to offer, but what Wilred told you is the extent of our knowledge of the masked stranger. Crusty Body Pillow. That is a fantastic name. This character here. What a great name. I almost want to quit the dialogue and give this person a round of applause. Left unchecked, that man will bring about great pain and suffering. Pray that you find a swift end to the creature for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words. You clap for Crusty Body Pillow. Okay. We are now going back to Minfilia, so we don't need to be on the Chocobo. We do need to get one of these, though. We don't need to, but I'm gonna. I'm tempted to use that Fantasia potion as well, just to change my appearance a little bit. Not that I'm dissatisfied massively with the way that I look. The only thing about my character at the moment that really ticks me off, you'll be able to see this better if I take the hat off. It's just his eyes. I don't know why, but they're very spiky. I don't know exactly what I'm getting at, but anyway. He just doesn't look like a nice person. He looks quite... I don't know. I guess I think he looks unapproachable. Oh. Was that the fat cat? No, the fat cat, that's just a minion. That was a mount. Whatever it was, it meowed and sounded adorable, so I want one. Oh, that reminds me, we need to... We spent all this time and we could have had our bloody retainer out on a venture. Anyway, we'll sort that out in a second. Welcome back, Geico. I'm reliably informed the investigation took you to Quarry Mill and Little Alamigo. Yes, it did, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. So tell me, were you able to learn aught of La Habrea? Planted the knowledge of summoning an impressionable young minds, you say? Precisely the kind of deception the Ascians would employ. While many of the ills that ail the land can be attributed to the calamity, some are being brought about by a malign will. We must needs delve deeper into this, while things remain quiet on the primal front. All work and no play makes Minfilia a dull scion. Did you say something? Yeah, nothing. Why are you stood in the corner? Yes. Bugger off. Ahem. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation. Yes, mayhap. And speaking of rest, we will leave it there for now. I haven't done as much of the story as I would have liked, but it looks like we're in one of those protracted periods of the story where nothing much really happens. But we've learnt a little bit about the evil that we face. La Habrea needs a bit more investigation. We'll get to that. But for now, we'll leave it there. So, as always, goodbye from Carbuncle. Goodbye from me. And her. And everyone. Bye.